Yo, yo, I ain't got no plate for you. You the plate. I ain't got no plate for you. You the plate. What's good, Flintstone? Offense or defense? Defense. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I see.
The folks
Just
here, they
clicked
are
in real
bundled
quick. I
up,
see you
but they're
smokers.
ready for
Yeah,
football
41,
as you get
21
a
when I
look at
look.
First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. And they're ready to go
Yeah,
as they get set to match
I
up
am me too.
with the
Shit,
Las
nigga.
Vegas Raiders. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Can you post it for me in the chat? Appreciate it.
And he's not going anywhere to start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now a give to White. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Throwing his car on third down. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Safety Grant Delpit up to make the play. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From midfield, here's Carr. Well, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 31-yard line.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. To throw his Carr. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he is going to have the Raiders' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. But keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
White. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. And he returns this to the 22. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Watson. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds to me like the plan is to do the attacking and not wait to see what they present to them.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Hard to believe that arm strength was a knock on Deshaun Watson coming out of Clemson, but he showed what he's got there.
And you'd think on 3rd down they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be... And now the rookie's free. The 30. 10, 5. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Well, we have seen some rookie running backs come in and have a big impact year one. And this guy would certainly fit that bill, as that was one heck of a run there.
And that's his 2nd touchdown run of this game. And this one, add a high degree of difficulty to it as well. I'm absolutely marveling at how effortless he makes this look. I mean, let's face it, he had a long way to go. But how about the vision, the creativity with the football in his hands? It's really something to watch.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Ryan Switzer on the return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. They go with Chubb on second down, and he'll be taken down right around the 27. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Faking the give. Now Watson. And here's the former Raider wideout, Amari Cooper. And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. But what's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200-plus?
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A run for Nick Chubb. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
For sure.
Through one corner, 14-7, our score.
I'll be having my shit muted when I'm into the game and shit. Yeah, you gotta, and I be fucking with them settings too. Sometimes you gotta change them settings to fit whatever mic you got, you know. Them sound settings. Yeah. But shit, yeah, I ain't gonna lie, shit. I had to figure out how to fuck with it, man.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Watson. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And shutting him off down open field. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play that time on the catch and run.
I thought he did a nice job there of reading the coverage and realizing he didn't have anything downfield. So what quarterback doesn't love having a running back who's a terrific safety valve that he can dump the ball off to and turn it into a big hitter anyway?
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Open man here, Schwartz, complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right.
Kevin Stefanski consulted with his guys above, and they've told him throw that challenge flag. Is this a touchdown? That's the question. CD, what are they looking for here?
You just need any part of the football to break the plane. You don't need the whole football. It doesn't need to go over the entire white line. It's just that front part of the white line. And if you draw an imaginary plane going straight up, that's what they need to cross.
Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Now to return it, here's Kenyon Drake. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Carr. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts and still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. So now Carr and the Raiders dealt a 3rd and long after that sack. Operating from the gun, Carr. Open man is Edwards. He's got it. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. Back deep, Ryan Switzer. Taking it about the 16. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Raiders pick it up. And maybe getting a little too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget paramount hope. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Here's Chubb on the read option. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. Now they can't bring him down. And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They'll try the air now with Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Chandler Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season. Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Watson now to throw. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second down. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Oh, Adams, what a grab. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Carr. He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Into the red zone. It's Carr. Touchdown Raiders. Davante Adams. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Raiders have moved out in front. Carlson down and the extra point.
You know what I mean? I figured out myself. You know me, I found my own way, baby.
It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Flow or nothing, but, you know.
Switzer now to return.
Yeah, I feel like he ain't nothing but a back shoulder.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Raiders pick it up. So
shoulder.
They've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And Careless with a football there on the kick return.
One thing I love about going to practice
That's the name of the game.
Get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra...
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
No. I was inclined to come to somebody said on the screen.
Shotgun now for Carr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Drake. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
Well, so much for holding them to a field goal. The pressure they got home on the previous play didn't hear, and that bought their quarterback some time to find a receiver, and it sets up a 1st and goal.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now a play fake. Carr. And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Switzer now to return. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. On first down, Chubb going to get forward for only about a couple. 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
That's really what it work against. That's what it work against South Man. If you press up, I can't throw it like that. It's gonna be a pick. But it's like that's where.
So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Final adjustments being made in the locker room. We're just about set for the second half from Cleveland. And to bring it your way, we go back up to Brandon and Charles.
Yeah.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They run it again with Chubb. And a good job by the Raider defense yet again as they drop him for a second straight loss. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Now Watson. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down.
Well,
Let's check in with our referee. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd. Waiting
the guy
for
that they
this
just
game.
called
It's
it
been a
on, I was
long
running in
evening
front
as
of you,
well.
bro. I overran it.
Finally,
That's
they
crazy.
feel they got a call.
Wow.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Following the penalty, Chubb. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38.
Man, you see us, man.
Different story
You see
this
us,
time
nigga.
around. We had that
Fuck
huge
outta here,
gain,
nigga.
followed by a sizable loss
Mary
here.
didn't even touch that nigga. Nah, I'm talking to Cryo. I'm talking to Cryo in the comments, the Texans.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. To throw is Watson. Got a man here, it's Bryant. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Chubb will get the call running left. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Browns are back within a score. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Here's Carr. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On first down, Drake. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
2nd down and 4. On the handoff, this is White. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll go for it. It's Carr. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. Back to the running game with Jacobs. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. And give the tackle to Anthony Walker. Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. On play action, now Carr. This is intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. So that time the pressure got home just as he was releasing the football and caused the pick.
And what it did was it disrupted that fragile balance of the mechanics of throwing the football. You know, from the footwork to being able to actually throw it downfield. If one piece of that puzzle gets disrupted, it affects the entire chance of success.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 76 yards for him on the ground. He's been a tough man to bring down all night.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Handoff comes to Chubb. And he's going to have a Browns first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
So right now what I'm seeing an offense just firing off the ball a lot quicker than they can react. And not only that, they're sustaining the blocks too. I'm seeing guys get 6-7 yards downfield before there's even a hint of contact.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 43. They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. A give. This is Chubb. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Chubb. And fights through one man. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Hunt. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Kareem Hunt, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. On the return comes Drake. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. They start the drive with White. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Carr, a handoff here to Drake. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Nice sharp run there by Kenyon Drake, and he's awfully tough to get on the ground. And how about this Raiders backfield? It's certainly not lacking for punch, having signed Drake this year and already having Josh Jacobs in the backfield. Now, Drake, he's never had a 1,000-yard season, but last year in Arizona was his best yet. 955 yards and 10 rushing touchdowns, plus he can catch it swinging out of the backfield.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Carr now to throw. Room to run past midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's 30 yards now in the last 2 plays, back-to-back 15-yarders, and they're rolling. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 47. A first down run there for Jacobs, but nothing doing as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Second and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. Escaping the pressure right. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 37.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Second and 12, operating from the 39. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 3rd down, trying to get a little bit closer. From here, the field goal would be 55 yards. Working from the gun, it's Carr. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
I'm calling you because I already knew this shit was going to happen before it even happened. I was hoping it wasn't, but it did.
What?